What if the key to unlocking your true potential lies not in doing more, but in doing less? What if silence, the quiet stillness within, is the pathway to your greatest breakthrough? In a world filled with constant noise, distractions and hustle, it can be difficult to hear the whispers of your own potential. But imagine, just for a moment, that within the silence you could discover a deep well of wisdom, clarity, and transformation. This is not about retreating from life. It's about tuning into the subtle energies of the present moment. What if silence is the very thing that allows you to hear the truth of who you are and what you are capable of achieving? Buddhist wisdom teaches us that through the power of silence, we can unlock the true potential within ourselves. Chapter 1. The Wisdom of Stillness. In Buddhism, silence is revered not as an absence, but as a presence. It's not simply the absence of sound. It's the deep, powerful space where we reconnect with our inner selves. Silence is not a void, but rather a profound state of being, a fertile ground for personal growth and self-realization. In our fast-paced world, where the noise of daily life often drowns out our inner voice, silence becomes a sanctuary. It is the space where we can hear the whispers of our soul, guiding us toward our true path. When we allow silence to wash over us, we make room for clarity, insight, and understanding. It is in this stillness that we can listen to the deepest calls of our hearts and awaken to our potential. This concept of silence is embedded deeply in the philosophy of Buddhism, which teaches that silence is not the absence of sound, but the absence of distraction. In the modern world, our minds are constantly bombarded by external noise, social media, the constant stream of information, and the demands of work and relationships. This constant chatter can cloud our judgment, confuse our emotions, and drown out our intuition. However, when we intentionally embrace silence, we create a space to reconnect with our true selves. It's in this quietude that we can cultivate the wisdom necessary to navigate the complexities of life. Here, we find a sense of peace that allows us to listen more deeply, think more clearly, and act with more intention. Buddhist teachings emphasize meditation as a primary method for accessing this stillness. Through mindfulness and meditation practices, we learn to quiet the mind and focus on the present moment. Meditation offers us a way to step back from the noise of the world and experience a deep inner stillness. Research has shown that regular meditation practice can have profound benefits for both the mind and body. For instance, studies have found that meditation can help reduce stress, improve concentration, and promote emotional well-being. It can even alter the structure of the brain, increasing gray matter in regions associated with memory, learning, and emotional regulation. This indicates that meditation not only helps us achieve a temporary sense of peace, but also leads to lasting changes in the way we think and feel. When we embrace the wisdom of stillness, we begin to uncover hidden layers of ourselves. The first step in unlocking our potential is learning to listen to what is happening beneath the surface of our thoughts. In the stillness, the distractions of the world fade away, and what remains is the pure essence of who we are. It's in this space that we can hear our true desires, our calling, and the wisdom that resides within. This process may feel uncomfortable at first, as we are so used to filling every moment with activity or noise. But over time, as we allow ourselves to sit with the quiet, we begin to discover new insights about ourselves and our purpose. One of the most significant benefits of silence is the clarity it provides. In the stillness, we are able to cut through the noise and see things as they truly are. Our thoughts become more focused, our emotions more grounded, and our sense of direction more defined. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it can be easy to become overwhelmed by competing demands, but in the quiet moments of stillness, we are able to prioritize what truly matters. This clarity allows us to make better decisions, act with purpose, and cultivate a sense of inner peace that transcends the chaos around us. Silence also offers us the space to reflect on our experiences and learn from them. In our busy lives, we often move from one task to the next without taking the time to process what we've just encountered. Yet, it is in those quiet moments of reflection that we gain insight into our actions and their consequences. Reflection allows us to look back on our choices and recognize patterns that may be holding us back. It provides us with the opportunity to course correct and move forward with greater wisdom. Research supports the power of reflection in fostering personal growth. Studies in the field of positive psychology suggest that reflecting on past experiences can enhance self-awareness and improve our ability to navigate future challenges. But how does silence unlock your potential in practical terms? It's in the moments of quiet contemplation that you gain the insight to make better decisions, the clarity to act with purpose, and the patience to trust in the process. When we sit in silence, we allow our minds to rest, giving them the space they need to heal, focus, and innovate. This is where creativity flourishes. Our best ideas often emerge when we step away from the noise and allow our minds to wander freely. It is in these moments of stillness that breakthroughs happen, whether they are solutions to problems, new projects, or innovative concepts. Silence encourages the free flow of ideas by creating an environment of calm that nurtures creativity. Research has shown that solitude and quiet reflection can stimulate divergent thinking, the type of thinking that leads to original ideas and solutions. For example, the famous scientist Albert Einstein was known to spend long periods of time alone, contemplating abstract concepts and allowing his mind to wander. Many of his most groundbreaking ideas emerged during these moments of solitude. Moreover, silence fosters emotional resilience. In a world filled with constant stimulation, it's easy to become overwhelmed by stress, anxiety, and negative emotions. But silence provides a space where we can process these feelings without the external distractions that often intensify them. By sitting in silence, we give ourselves the time and space to observe our emotions without judgment. This practice allows us to respond to challenging situations with greater calmness and clarity, rather than reacting impulsively. As we become more comfortable in silence, we develop a deeper sense of self-awareness, which helps us manage our emotions more effectively. The power of stillness extends beyond personal growth. It also impacts our relationships. When we embrace silence, we become better listeners. We stop trying to fill every gap in conversation and allow others the space to express themselves fully. Silence encourages empathy as we listen with full attention, free from the impulse to interrupt or respond immediately. It creates a deeper connection between individuals, fostering understanding and compassion. In this way, silence becomes a tool for cultivating meaningful relationships. In conclusion, the wisdom of stillness is a powerful force for unlocking our potential. It provides us with the clarity to make better decisions, the creativity to innovate, and the resilience to navigate life's challenges. By embracing silence and cultivating stillness through practices like meditation, we can tap into the deeper layers of our consciousness and uncover the wisdom that resides within. It is in this quiet space that we find not only ourselves, but also the path forward to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. The power of stillness is always available to us, waiting for us to embrace it and unlock its transformative potential. Chapter 2: The Power of Mindful Listening. Silence also amplifies our ability to listen, not just to others, but to ourselves. In the fast-paced world we live in, we often become so consumed by external noise that we lose touch with our own inner voice. Whether it's the constant hum of technology, the opinions of others, or the endless stream of advice we receive, it's easy to drown out our own thoughts. Our minds are constantly busy, caught in a whirlwind of competing demands and distractions, leaving little room for self-reflection. However, when you embrace silence, you create the space to truly listen, to both the world around you and to the most important voice of all, your own. The practice of mindful listening is a transformative tool for personal growth. By learning to listen with full presence, without judgment or distraction, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of both our own inner workings and the needs of others. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of this art of listening, not only as a means of communication, but as a practice that fosters compassion, awareness, and insight. It is through the act of truly listening that we develop a greater sense of connection to ourselves, to others, and to the present moment. Mindful listening invites us to be fully attuned to what is being said, not just with our ears, but with our hearts and minds. The concept of mindful listening goes beyond just hearing words. It involves being fully present with the person or situation at hand. In a world where multitasking is often seen as a virtue, we tend to divide our attention across multiple tasks, leaving us unable to focus on any one thing completely. This can result in misunderstandings, missed opportunities, and a lack of connection with others. In contrast, when we engage in mindful listening, we bring our full attention to the present moment, allowing ourselves to hear and understand more deeply. This practice encourages us to listen not only to what is said, but also to the emotions, body language, and energy behind the words. By being fully present, we become more attuned to the subtleties that often go unnoticed, fostering a deeper connection with those around us. Listening to ourselves is just as important as listening to others. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to become disconnected from our own inner voice. The pressures of society, work, and relationships can lead us to seek validation from external sources, leaving us uncertain about our true desires, needs, and potential. Listening to ourselves is just as important as listening to others. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to become disconnected from our own inner voice. The pressures of society, work, and relationships can lead us to seek validation from external sources, leaving us uncertain about our true desires, needs, and potential. When we embrace silence and practice mindful listening, we create the opportunity to hear our own thoughts without the interference of outside influences. It's in these moments of stillness that we can tune into our own inner guidance, uncovering the wisdom that has been buried beneath the noise. This practice of listening to our own thoughts with compassion and awareness is essential for self-discovery. By cultivating a non-judgmental attitude toward our thoughts, we can begin to understand the deeper layers of our consciousness. We start to recognize patterns in our thinking, uncover limiting beliefs, and identify our true desires and fears. This self-awareness is the foundation for personal growth and transformation. For example, many people find themselves stuck in careers or relationships that do not align with their authentic selves. They may feel unfulfilled or disconnected, but they struggle to understand why. By practicing mindful listening, we create the space to reflect on these areas of our lives, gain insight into what is truly important to us, and make more intentional choices that align with our values and purpose. The power of mindful listening is not limited to personal reflection. It also plays a crucial role in decision-making. Whether in financial decisions, career choices, or personal relationships, silence and mindfulness help us discern what is truly in alignment with our highest good. Often, we act impulsively, driven by fear, anxiety, or external pressure. We make decisions without fully considering our needs, desires, and long-term goals. However, When we practice mindful listening, we slow down, take a step back, and allow ourselves the space to reflect before taking action. This pause allows us to make decisions that are in alignment with our true purpose, rather than reacting out of habit or fear. For example, in financial decisions, many people rush to spend or invest based on societal expectations or peer pressure. They may buy things they don't truly need or make investments that don't align with their long-term goals. However, by taking a moment of silence to reflect, they can better assess whether a purchase or investment truly serves their greater purpose. This practice helps cultivate a mindset of financial mindfulness, where decisions are made based on thoughtful reflection rather than impulsive desires or societal pressures. Studies have shown that mindfulness practices, such as mindful listening, can help improve financial decision-making by reducing impulsive behavior and promoting long-term thinking. In this way, silence becomes a powerful tool for aligning our actions with our deepest values and goals. Mindful listening also plays a pivotal role in improving relationships. In our daily interactions, we often listen to others with the intention of responding or solving their problems, rather than truly understanding their perspective. This type of reactive listening can lead to misunderstandings, miscommunications, and a lack of emotional connection. However, when we practice mindful listening, we approach conversations with the intention to truly hear the other person without judgment or interruption. This type of listening fosters empathy, trust, and deeper understanding. It allows us to be present for others in a way that strengthens our relationships and creates a sense of mutual respect. Moreover, by listening mindfully to our own thoughts and emotions, we can also better understand the dynamics within our relationships. We can become more aware of our own triggers, patterns of behavior, and underlying needs. This self-awareness allows us to engage more authentically and compassionately with others. It also helps us navigate conflicts with greater ease, as we are able to approach difficult conversations with a calm, open mind, rather than reacting from a place of defensiveness or anger. The benefits of mindful listening extend beyond our personal lives and into the workplace as well. Effective communication is essential in any professional environment, and mindful listening plays a key role in fostering collaboration, innovation, and problem-solving. By actively listening to colleagues, we create a work culture built on respect and understanding. Mindful listening promotes teamwork by allowing individuals to feel heard and valued, leading to more productive and harmonious relationships. In a business setting, this can translate into improved creativity, better decision-making, and stronger leadership. Chapter 3. Letting go of the noise. One of the most transformative aspects of silence is its ability to help you let go of unnecessary noise, both external and internal. In the modern world, we are constantly bombarded with external noise, the pressure of societal expectations, the constant flow of news and updates, the demands of others, and the relentless pace of technology. This external noise is so pervasive that it often feels inescapable, overwhelming us and clouding our ability to think clearly or act intentionally. We find ourselves living in a state of perpetual reaction, constantly shifting our focus from one external stimulus to the next. This can make us feel disconnected from ourselves and the world around us, leading to a sense of emptiness and frustration. But perhaps even more challenging than the external noise is the internal noise, the constant chatter of doubt, worry, and distraction within our own minds. Our thoughts can become so filled with uncertainty and fear that we lose sight of our own desires and potential. We may become fixated on worst-case scenarios, second-guess our decisions, or struggle with feelings of inadequacy. This internal noise keeps us stuck in a loop of stress and anxiety, preventing us from experiencing the clarity and peace that silence offers. It becomes difficult to discern what we truly want from what we think we should want, what is authentic from what is imposed upon us. Buddhist teachings offer valuable insights into how to let go of both external and internal noise. Central to these teachings is the concept of letting go or non-attachment. Buddhism teaches us that attachment to things, to outcomes, and to the approval of others creates suffering. The more we cling to the idea that we must have or be something in order to be happy or fulfilled, the more we set ourselves up for disappointment. This attachment creates noise in our lives, an endless cycle of striving and striving without ever feeling truly content. Whether it's the noise of social media, career pressures, or the expectations placed on us by others, these external sources of noise often lead us to believe that we must always be doing something in order to be valuable. We measure our worth based on what we accomplish, how we are perceived, or how much we have. However, silence offers a powerful antidote to this compulsion. When we embrace silence, we can step away from the noise of the world and the constant drive to prove ourselves. Silence allows us to disengage from the cycle of busyness and external validation. It creates the space to be with ourselves without needing to do anything. In the stillness, we begin to experience the profound truth that we are enough as we are, without the need for external validation or achievements. This shift in perspective is liberating. Instead of constantly striving for more, we can begin to appreciate the present moment and the life we already have. We realize that true fulfillment does not come from the external world, but from within. By embracing silence, we create the opportunity to let go of the attachments that no longer serve us. This process of letting go is not about renouncing the world or rejecting the things that bring us joy or purpose, but rather about releasing the unnecessary burdens that weigh us down. It is about freeing ourselves from the need to constantly compare ourselves to others, to seek approval, or to chase after fleeting desires. Silence offers a space for us to reflect on what truly matters to us, what aligns with our deepest values and long-term well-being. In this space, we can begin to discern what is essential and what is superfluous, and we can start to make choices that reflect our authentic selves. One of the first steps in letting go is clearing away the mental clutter that fills our minds. In our busy lives, our thoughts can become scattered and chaotic, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and unfocused. The constant barrage of information, to-do lists, and worries about the future creates a fog that prevents us from thinking clearly. Silence provides the opportunity to clear away this mental clutter. Through practices such as meditation or mindful breathing, we can create moments of stillness that allow our minds to settle. As we practice quieting the mind, we begin to create space for new, more intentional thoughts, ideas that reflect our true desires and deeper wisdom. Over time, this practice of silence helps us develop a more focused and calm mindset, one that is not easily swayed by the noise of the outside world. In letting go of the noise, we also create the opportunity to focus on the things that truly serve us. This is particularly important when it comes to our relationships, career choices, and lifestyle. In many cases, we become so caught up in the expectations and demands of others that we lose sight of what we truly need. Silence helps us to break free from this cycle. When we step away from the noise, we can more clearly hear our own intuition, which guides us toward choices that align with our values and goals. Whether it's choosing a career path that aligns with our passions, nurturing relationships that bring us joy, or creating a lifestyle that promotes our well-being, silence helps us discern what is in alignment with our highest potential. It allows us to make decisions that reflect who we are, rather than who we think we should be. The process of letting go also extends to our emotions. We all carry emotional baggage from the past, wounds, regrets, and unresolved feelings that can create internal noise. These emotions can be overwhelming, making it difficult to move forward in a healthy way. Silence gives us the space to process these emotions, to sit with them without judgment or resistance. In the stillness, we can begin to understand the root of our emotions, acknowledge them, and release them. This process of emotional release is not about suppressing or ignoring our feelings, but about allowing ourselves to feel them fully and then letting them go. Through this process, we create emotional space for healing, growth, and new possibilities. Research also supports the benefits of letting go of noise for mental and emotional well-being. Studies have shown that regular practices of mindfulness and meditation can reduce stress, increase emotional resilience, and improve overall mental health. By quieting the mind and focusing on the present moment, we can reduce the impact of negative emotions and thought patterns, creating greater clarity and peace. These practices have been shown to have long-term benefits for improving mood, lowering anxiety, and enhancing cognitive function. By incorporating silence into our daily lives, we can cultivate a more balanced, centered state of mind. In conclusion, letting go of the noise, both external and internal, is a powerful and transformative practice. Silence provides the space to detach from societal pressures, self-doubt, and the endless pursuit of validation. It allows us to clear away mental clutter, focus on what truly matters, and make decisions that align with our authentic selves. Through silence, we can embrace the freedom to live more intentionally, with greater clarity, peace, and purpose. Letting go of the noise is not an abandonment of the world around us, but a return to our true selves, where we can hear our own inner voice and make choices that serve our highest good. The power of silence offers a path to freedom, a freedom from the distractions and attachments that keep us from living the life we are truly meant to lead. Chapter 4. The clarity of inner peace. Peace is not something you find outside yourself, it is something you create within. In the noise and chaos of everyday life, it's easy to forget that true peace is not something that can be sought externally. We often look for peace in the achievements we accumulate, in the relationships we nurture, or in the material possessions we acquire, thinking that these will bring us the calm we crave. However, the deeper truth is that peace is something we must cultivate from within. Silence is the gateway to this inner peace, a space where the external world fades away, and we are left with the essence of our true selves. When we create space for stillness in our lives through practices like meditation, mindfulness, or simply sitting in silence, we begin to experience a profound sense of calm. In these moments of quiet, we stop chasing the noise of the world and instead connect to something deeper and more enduring. The distractions that once dominated our thoughts fade into the background, and we are able to hear the quiet whispers of our inner wisdom. This sense of calm doesn't just come from the absence of sound. It is the result of a deliberate practice of tuning into the present moment and allowing ourselves to be fully immersed in it. Over time, this practice of silence becomes a wellspring of inner peace that we can draw upon in all areas of our lives. Buddhist wisdom teaches that true power comes from peace, not from aggression, competition, or force. In a society that often values speed, achievement, and outward success, it can be difficult to appreciate the quiet strength that peace brings. We are conditioned to believe that power comes from external accomplishments, that we must compete, hustle, and assert ourselves to be successful. However, Buddhist teachings remind us that real power lies in the ability to remain calm and centered, even in the midst of chaos. When we cultivate inner peace, we develop the patience and resilience to handle life's challenges with grace. Instead of reacting impulsively to stresses, we learn to respond with clarity and wisdom. In the stillness, we find the strength to remain grounded, to act with purpose, and to approach life with a sense of calm confidence. It is this inner peace that fuels our potential. Without peace, our minds are clouded with doubt, fear, and distraction. We are pulled in many directions, never fully present in any one moment, and unable to see clearly. But when we cultivate inner peace through silence, we create the mental space necessary for clarity to emerge. In the quiet, we are able to access our deeper knowing, a kind of intuitive clarity that doesn't come from external sources, but from the wisdom that lies within us. This clarity is transformative because it allows us to make decisions that are in alignment with our true selves. We no longer feel pulled by external forces or distracted by the noise of the world. Instead, we act from a place of deep understanding and confidence. The clarity that emerges from inner peace is not the clarity of external answers, but a deep, intuitive knowing. It's not about having all the answers or figuring out every detail of the future. It's about trusting in the process and knowing that, in the stillness, the path forward will reveal itself. In our busy, fast-paced lives, it can be easy to get caught up in the need for certainty. We want to know what's next, how to fix problems, and what decisions will lead to the best outcomes. However, when we cultivate inner peace, we begin to realize that the answers we seek are often simpler than we think. The clarity that comes from peace is not forced or intellectual, but instead emerges naturally when we allow ourselves the time and space to listen to our inner guidance. In the quiet moments, we begin to see the opportunities that lie ahead. We can recognize the next step in our journey, not because we've overanalyzed the situation, but because we've created the mental and emotional space to receive insight. Silence opens the door to a deeper level of understanding, where our intuition can guide us toward the right decisions. This clarity empowers us to move forward with purpose, knowing that we are aligned with our true path. Rather than feeling lost or uncertain, we move forward with confidence, trusting that we have the inner resources to navigate whatever challenges come our way. Moreover, inner peace provides us with the resilience needed to handle life's inevitable challenges. In times of difficulty, it is easy to become overwhelmed by fear, doubt, or frustration. However, when we are grounded in inner peace, we can approach adversity with a calm, steady mind. This resilience is not about ignoring the difficulties we face, but about meeting them with a sense of equanimity. We learn to face challenges without being consumed by them, knowing that we can weather the storm and emerge stronger on the other side. In this way, inner peace becomes a powerful tool for overcoming obstacles and thriving, even in the face of adversity. The clarity that arises from inner peace is also deeply transformative in the way we interact with others. In relationships, it can be easy to become reactive, quick to judge, quick to defend, quick to react in the heat of the moment. However, when we cultivate inner peace, we develop the ability to listen more attentively, to respond with compassion, and to remain present in our interactions. We no longer feel the need to prove ourselves or protect our egos. Instead, we can engage with others from a place of understanding and empathy. This shift in perspective can deepen our relationships, helping us to communicate more effectively and to resolve conflicts with grace and understanding. The benefits of inner peace are not limited to personal growth alone. They also extend to our broader communities and the world at large. When we approach life from a place of peace and clarity, we contribute to creating a more harmonious and compassionate world. Our presence, our actions, and our energy ripple outward, influencing those around us and inspiring them to cultivate their own sense of inner peace. In this way, silence and inner peace become powerful catalysts for positive change, not just within ourselves, but in the world around us. In conclusion, the clarity of inner peace is a transformative force in our lives. It is through silence that we create the space to access this peace, allowing us to navigate life with greater clarity, purpose, and resilience. The clarity that comes from inner peace is not the result of external answers, but the deep, intuitive knowing that arises from within. By embracing silence, we unlock the potential to live with patience, confidence, and grace, and to move forward with a sense of purpose that is aligned with our truest selves. Inner peace is not a destination, but a continuous journey, a journey that allows us to meet each moment with clarity and compassion, creating a life of profound fulfillment and meaning. Chapter 5. Silence as a source of strength. Silence is often misunderstood as weakness or passivity, but in truth, it is a source of great strength. In a world that values constant action, noise, and engagement, silence can be perceived as a sign of retreat or indifference. People often equate silence with fear or insecurity, assuming that those who are silent are avoiding confrontation or lacking the courage to speak up. However, this perspective overlooks the profound power that silence holds. In Buddhist practice, silence is not about retreat or avoidance. It is about empowerment through presence. It is the ability to remain grounded in the face of external chaos, to be fully in tune with oneself, and to respond with intention and clarity. When you are silent, you tap into the energy of the present moment. Instead of being swept away by the currents of external events, societal pressures, or the distractions of the mind, you stand firm in the center of your own being. This centeredness is a powerful state of being, as it allows you to engage with the world from a place of awareness and strength. Silence gives you the opportunity to pause, to reflect, and to tune in to the deepest parts of yourself. Rather than being consumed by the noise and demands of daily life, you find peace in the stillness and clarity, in the absence of distraction. In many ways, silence serves as a powerful tool for regaining control over our thoughts and actions. When the mind is quiet, it becomes less susceptible to the whims of fleeting emotions, doubts, or external pressures. In this space of stillness, you gain the ability to respond to life's challenges with greater intention rather than reacting impulsively or out of habit. This is particularly important in times of stress or crisis, when the temptation to act out of fear or frustration is strong. Silence offers the opportunity to step back, breathe, and approach the situation with a calm, clear mind. This allows you to make better decisions, maintain emotional balance, and navigate challenges with resilience. Silence is a profound source of strength because it enables you to remain grounded, even in turbulent times. In a world filled with constant noise, be it the demands of work, the pressure of social expectations, or the barrage of information we consume daily, maintaining a sense of inner calm can seem impossible. Yet, silence provides us with the antidote to this overwhelm. When you silence the distractions and external pressures, you create a strong foundation from which you can act decisively and confidently. The more you practice silence, the more you learn to connect with your inner strength, allowing you to approach challenges with a sense of calmness and assurance. Consider the practice of mindfulness meditation, for example. It is in the stillness of the mind that one can truly connect with the present moment and the wisdom that lies within. In this state, we begin to see the impermanence of thoughts and emotions. We realize that our reactions, no matter how intense or urgent they may seem in the moment, are often temporary and not as significant as we once believed. By sitting in silence and observing these thoughts without judgment, we gain a sense of distance from them. We no longer feel driven by them or overwhelmed by them. This creates a powerful sense of inner peace, allowing us to engage with the world from a place of greater emotional resilience. Furthermore, silence fosters emotional regulation. When we are silent, we create the space to process our emotions, rather than being swept away by them. In the heat of an emotional moment, it can be easy to lash out, react defensively, or make impulsive decisions. However, in moments of silence, we are able to take a step back, observe our feelings, and respond in a more mindful and intentional way. This ability to pause before reacting is a key aspect of emotional strength, and it is only through the practice of silence that we can cultivate it. Silence helps us create the mental and emotional space necessary for thoughtful reflection, giving us the opportunity to gain perspective and respond from a place of balance and clarity. The strength that silence offers is not just mental or emotional, it is also physical. In moments of intense stress or challenge, we often find ourselves physically tense, anxious, or fatigued. Our bodies respond to the constant demands and pressures of the outside world by storing stress, leading to physical discomfort or illness. Silence, on the other hand, allows the body to relax and reset. It creates an opportunity for deep rest and rejuvenation. Practices like deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or simply sitting in stillness help lower the body's stress response, reduce tension, and restore balance. When we cultivate silence in our lives, we create the space for our bodies to heal and recharge, which enhances our overall sense of well-being and resilience. In addition to grounding us in the present moment, silence strengthens our ability to trust our intuition. In a world filled with constant noise and distractions, it can be difficult to hear the quiet voice of our inner wisdom. The pressure to conform to societal expectations or to seek approval from others can drown out our own instincts. However, when we embrace silence, we create the conditions necessary for our intuition to emerge. In the stillness, we become more attuned to our inner guidance, allowing us to make decisions that align with our true values and purpose. This intuitive clarity is a form of strength because it empowers us to move forward with confidence, knowing that we are guided by something deeper than external circumstances. The concept of strength in silence is also deeply connected to the idea of non-attachment, a key teaching in Buddhist philosophy. Non-attachment is not about renouncing the world or disengaging from life. Rather, it is about releasing the need for external validation and the compulsion to control outcomes. Silence helps us detach from the need to constantly prove ourselves or to chase after external achievements. It gives us the freedom to simply be, to exist in the moment without striving or struggling. This type of strength is liberating because it frees us from the constant cycle of desire and disappointment. By letting go of our attachment to outcomes, we gain the ability to act with greater purpose and equanimity, knowing that our worth is not defined by external accomplishments. Moreover, silence enables us to build deeper connections with others. In conversations, when we truly listen in silence, without the urge to interrupt or judge, we create space for others to express themselves fully. This type of listening fosters empathy and understanding, as we are able to hear not only the words being spoken, but also the emotions and intentions behind them. In relationships, silence can serve as a powerful tool for strengthening bonds and resolving conflicts. Rather than reacting impulsively or engaging in heated arguments, we can use silence to reflect, listen, and respond thoughtfully, promoting healthier and more harmonious interactions. Silence as a source of strength also plays a crucial role in leadership. True leadership is not about exerting control or dominating others. It is about inspiring, guiding, and empowering those around you. Leaders who embrace silence are able to make decisions from a place of clarity and integrity rather than reacting out of fear or ego. They are able to listen deeply to the needs of their teams, reflect on their actions, and lead with wisdom and compassion. In this way, silence becomes a vital tool for those in leadership roles, enabling them to navigate challenges with grace and lead with strength. In conclusion, silence is a source of great strength. It is not a passive retreat from the world, but an active practice of empowerment and presence. By embracing silence, we tap into a deep well of inner power that enables us to stay grounded, make intentional decisions, and approach life's challenges with resilience. Silence allows us to cultivate emotional regulation, trust our intuition, and act from a place of clarity and purpose. In a world that often values noise and action, silence offers us the opportunity to reconnect with our true strength and navigate life with greater confidence and grace. Chapter 6: The Transformative Nature of Silence. Ultimately, silence is not just a tool for success, it is a path to transformation. In a world that relentlessly pushes us toward achievement, productivity, and outward success, silence offers an alternative route, a quieter, more introspective journey that leads to profound personal growth. When we embrace silence, we are invited to step out of the cycle of noise and distraction and into a life that is grounded in purpose, clarity, and true fulfillment. Silence is more than just a temporary escape from the clamor of daily life. It is a powerful agent of change that allows us to tap into our deepest potential and align our actions with our truest selves. In many ways, silence acts as a reset button for our lives. The constant noise of external expectations, whether from social media, family, or the demands of our careers, can make it difficult to hear our own inner voice. We become so focused on achieving external validation that we lose touch with the core of who we are. But when we step into the space of silence, we give ourselves the opportunity to reconnect with our true desires, our values, and our innate potential. Silence provides the space for clarity to emerge, allowing us to see through the fog of confusion and self-doubt. This clarity enables us to make decisions that align with our authentic selves and step into a life that is truly fulfilling. Silence, then, is not merely the absence of sound, it is the presence of possibility. It offers the space for transformation to occur, whether in our careers, our relationships, or our personal well-being. In the quiet moments, we can reflect on where we are in life and where we want to go. We gain the ability to detach from old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve us, allowing us to create new, healthier ways of thinking and being. For example, in the context of our careers, silence gives us the space to assess our professional goals and passions. It helps us break free from the noise of societal expectations and allows us to reconnect with what truly excites us. By embracing silence, we gain the clarity needed to make career decisions that are not driven by external validation, but by our own values and aspirations. Similarly, silence offers the opportunity for transformation in our relationships. In the busyness of daily life, it's easy to get caught up in misunderstandings, conflicts, or the constant need to be on. Silence allows us to step back and gain perspective, offering us the space to reflect on our interactions and deepen our understanding of others. It is in the quiet moments that we often find the clarity to resolve conflicts, heal emotional wounds, and foster deeper connections with those around us. By practicing silence in our relationships, we become better listeners, more compassionate partners, and more mindful friends. Silence enables us to see beyond the surface-level interactions and connect with others on a deeper, more meaningful level. Silence also provides the opportunity for personal transformation, particularly in terms of our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. The constant noise and distractions of modern life can lead to mental exhaustion, emotional burnout, and physical stress. We often push ourselves to our limits, ignoring the signals our bodies send us and neglecting our own self-care. However, silence offers the chance to pause, reflect, and recalibrate. It allows us to reconnect with our bodies, observe our emotions without judgment, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. In silence, we can begin to heal from past traumas, release negative thought patterns, and nurture our physical and emotional health. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and deep breathing, rooted in silence, have been shown to reduce stress, improve mental clarity, and promote overall well-being. By making silence a regular part of our lives, we can cultivate greater emotional resilience and a more balanced, harmonious existence. The transformative power of silence also extends to our ability to connect with our deepest wisdom and highest potential. Each of us carries within us an untapped well of insight, creativity, and strength. However, this potential is often buried beneath the layers of distractions, fears, and self-doubt that cloud our minds. Silence provides the space to reconnect with this inner wellspring. In the stillness, we can listen to the whispers of our intuition and gain access to the wisdom that has always been there, waiting for us to discover it. Silence allows us to quiet the voices of doubt and fear, enabling us to step into a place of confidence and clarity. By embracing silence, we are able to uncover the deepest truths about ourselves and the world around us, which empowers us to live more fully and authentically. Moreover, the act of embracing silence itself is a form of self-mastery. In a world that encourages constant doing, achieving, and striving, silence is an act of rebellion, a refusal to be swept away by the demands of the outside world. It is a declaration that you choose to live with intention, to listen to your own voice, and to respond to life from a place of inner strength and wisdom. Silence teaches us to trust ourselves and our instincts, to listen with compassion, and to act with purpose. It is in this silence that we discover the power of being rather than doing, and it is through this power that true transformation unfolds. In conclusion, silence is not just a tool for success, it is a path to profound transformation. By unlocking the power of silence, we are invited to become the highest version of ourselves, living a life of purpose, clarity, and true fulfillment. Silence offers the space for self-reflection, personal growth, and emotional healing. It allows us to reconnect with our deepest wisdom and step into a life that is aligned with our true values and potential. Whether in our careers, relationships, or personal well-being, silence creates the conditions for transformation to occur. By embracing silence, we open the door to a life that is not just lived, but truly fulfilled. Conclusion: will you embrace the power of silence? The power of silence is not an abstract concept. It is a transformative force that can unlock your true potential. Through stillness, mindful listening, letting go of noise, and embracing inner peace, you can access the clarity and strength needed to take bold action in your life. The wisdom of Buddhism teaches that true growth and fulfillment come from aligning with the present moment and cultivating inner peace. Now, the choice is yours. Will you embrace the transformative power of silence and unlock your true potential? Will you create the space to listen, to grow, and to step into the life you've always dreamed of? Don't wait for the noise to fade away on its own. Take a step towards silence and discover the abundance and wisdom waiting for you within.